All right, yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Juan, back at it with another one. And in today's video, we're gonna talk about a very important dating concept. This applies to men and women. If you truly want your dating life to excel, this is key, okay? Never reject yourself. What do I mean by that? Never reject yourself. I just did this a few days ago. I was hanging out with a girl. She was half naked in front of me, literally asking me to help her film OnlyFans content. And I wanted to just rip her clothes off and have sex with her, but I stopped myself from doing that. Why? She was already half naked. All I had to do was pull her underwear off and I was already ready to have sex. And I wanted to so fucking bad. She was so fucking hot. And I deeply regret not doing it. Why didn't I do it? Simple. I was afraid of rejection. I was afraid of, oh, what will happen if I pull her pants down and she says no or stop? Then simple, just pull them back up. Like, I've had so many times where I would hook up with a woman on the first date and I would just walk into her room and we would just start hooking up very quickly and things would go great. But then I've had other experiences where I would just freeze in fear. And the difference between those two experiences is I was so afraid of the girl rejecting me that I would reject myself before she even rejected me. And this can apply to any situation. This could be you see a girl in public that's hot, or a guy, if you're a woman, you see a guy that you think's attractive, but you're afraid to walk up to them because, oh, what if they say no? That's you rejecting yourself. It can be you're over at someone's house and they're half naked in front of you and you're like, oh, should I pull their pants off and just make the move, or should I not do it? That's you rejecting yourself because you're afraid of rejection. It's always better to get rejected than to reject yourself, because at least you can live knowing, hey, I tried my best and they said no. It is what it is. I couldn't do anything about it. But 99% of the time they want you, but most people these days are just afraid to make the first move. So you have to be that person that makes the first move. Again, this advice applies to men and women. Even if you're a woman and you see a guy that you like, a lot of guys these days and women are afraid to make the first move. So if you don't make the first move, no one will. And then nothing happens and no one's happy. So as a guy or a woman, you have to be, if you want your dating life to succeed, you have to always be willing to make the first move. You know, this isn't just a man thing. It shouldn't always be the man's responsibility. I've had a lot of women make the first move on me, and I love it when that happens. Everyone should be doing this, both genders. You should not be afraid to show your desire for someone. That's the problem, is a lot of times we get in our ego and we get afraid. Sorry, my hair is so messed up right now. I'm trying to make it look good, but it is literally just a mess. I'll put a hat on or something. I'll just leave it out. Fuck it. YOLO, right? YOLO. There. I'm trying to fix it up a little bit if I can. I don't know if I can or not, but I'm trying. But yeah, guys, what I was saying is, like, we think we're protecting ourselves by not going for what we want, because, oh, if I don't pull her pants off, or if I don't go for the kiss, she can't say no. But in the end, it's better to just get that no, because a lot of times women will say, sometimes they'll say no, but they'll still want to fuck you later that night because they just don't want to look like a slut, a lot of women, so they don't want to rush things, you know? And even if they do say no and they really mean it, at least you know how they feel about you. It's better than being in limbo your whole life. That's how men get stuck in the friend zone for years. That's how women get stuck in the friend zone for years. And now you're wasting all your time, you're wasting all your money on someone. A lot of men spend thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars on a woman, taking her on all these dates, all these vacations, and you're too afraid to kiss her, you're too afraid to have sex with her, so she's having sex with someone else the entire time. And it's behind your back. And it's a shame, because she might even want to have sex with you, but she's too afraid to make the first move. So she expects you to do it because you're the man, which is fucked up. It shouldn't be that way. As a society, we should encourage women to make the first move as well, because anyone should be allowed to make the first move on anyone if they're attracted to that person. And again, it's better to get rejected than to reject yourself, because when you reject yourself, that can sting for years. That can sting for your whole life. What if? What if I made the move? What if she really liked me? What if we had sex that night? But when someone rejects you, it might sting for like a few seconds. It doesn't even sting. It really doesn't, because you shouldn't take anything personally anyways. You don't know why they're rejecting you. They might have a boyfriend. They might be afraid of getting hurt. They might even think you're too good for them. It's not always, oh, I'm not good enough, that's why she rejected me. Sometimes she might think you're too good for her. A lot of these women have had sex with a lot of alpha males and been ghosted in the past, and so they're afraid of getting hurt again. And so sometimes if women think you're an alpha male, they'll say no to you on purpose because they don't want you to use them for sex and ghost them, and they want to gain that ego boost of, oh, I rejected that hot guy, I'm better than him. So sometimes they'll reject you because they think you're too good for them. Sometimes they'll reject you because they're into taller guys, or maybe they're into darker guys. That's okay. You can't control the way you look. That whatever genetics God gave you, God gave you. Anyone that's that shallow anyways isn't worth your time and attention. Point blank, period. So my point is this. The downside to making the first move is none. The upside is you save time, because if they say no and reject you, now you know what kind of person they are. If they say yes, now you got what you wanted quicker. You save time, you save money. A lot of guys, they try to buy a woman's love and affection. You could just actually make the move on her. You don't have, it's not about how many dates you take her on. It's not about how much money you spend on her. It's about, is she attracted to you or no? How do you find out about that? You just make the move. That's why you never want to reject yourself, like I did a few days ago. This girl invited me over. She said she wanted me to take pictures of her. She was half naked in front of me. I wanted to pull her clothes off so fucking bad, but the only reason I didn't is because I was afraid of her rejecting me, and she probably would have said yes. That's the part that eats me alive, is I know she wanted to have sex, and she would have said yes if I would have tried hard enough, but I just didn't try hard enough. And that's the thing, is whether you're a man or a woman, if you see someone you like and you're a woman, don't be afraid to pull that dude's clothes off and grab his dick. I've had women do that to me before, and it's hot as fuck. If the guy judges you for being a slut, he's a stupid piece of shit anyways. No man should judge you for wanting him. A lot of women are afraid to make the first move on the first date because they don't want to come off as a slut. Guys don't think that way. If you're having sex with us, we love it. We only think you're a slut when you're having sex with other guys behind our back and lying about it and not telling us. That's what makes us mad. You can have sex with us on the first day, every day, multiple times a day, get married to us and be our wife forever, and we're happy with it. No man is going to think you're a slut for making the first move on him. That's the problem with a lot of women, is a lot of women are just stupid. They think, oh, I don't want to make the move on him this date because he's going to think I'm a slut. No guy is going to think that. Us men are sick and tired of having to make the first move all the time. We really are. So women, even if you're a woman watching this video, you should never reject yourself. It's always better to let the other person reject you first, to see how far you can take it. And then just because they reject you one time doesn't mean they might say yes an hour later. A woman might say no to sex to you and then get horny an hour later. It's happened to me before. It has. A woman can say no to sex with you just as a test, just to test you. A woman can say no to sex with you just to see how you'll... Ooh, I just ran out of storage, guys, so I'm gonna end the video right here because I got a lot of stuff I want to do today. But the moral of this video, guys, is never reject yourself. If you desire someone and you feel something within you, always be bold enough to make the first move. People respect that. The woman you like, she's either gonna say no, and if she does, respect it and try again in 30 minutes to an hour. And if she keeps saying no, you're saving time. And if she says yes, you're also saving time, because one way you can move on quicker, and in another way you elevated the relationship to what you wanted it to be even quicker. There's some guys that are stuck in the friend zone their whole life with a girl that might even like you. She's just too afraid to make the first move, and she's literally just waiting for you to do it, you know? And if she doesn't like you and she says no and rejects you, now you have your answer and you can finally move on to other women. There's no, or men, if you're a woman, there's no benefit with rejecting yourself. Oh, if you have desire and you want to do something, like maybe you're a woman and you want to have sex with the guy on the first date, or you're a man and you want to have sex with a girl that's been your friend for years, always just do it and just see what happens. There's no downside and there's unlimited upside. That's the moral of this video, is always let them be the one to reject you or say yes. Never reject yourself first. Okay, that's something I did a few days ago. Is I wanted to go all the way with this girl. She was half naked in front of me and I could tell she wanted me, but something in me just froze up. I think a lot of it's childhood trauma. I was beaten a lot as a kid. My own mother abused me heavily, so I think unfortunately I have a lot of deep programming in my nervous system that I need to overcome, and it is what it is. I'm gonna try my best to just keep getting better every day. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you guys want to see more of on this page. And until next one, I'm out. Love and peace.